All right, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year
Ho, ho,
from the Patriot
ho.
Gold Team. We are your illustrious hosts, Chris Kolb, Bryce Oliveira, affectionately known as Bolts and Hose.
Duck Duck. Episode Duck Duck.
Number 80.
80 in Dutch is Duck Duck.
We've been AWOL for a few weeks.
Ah, just 1 week. We missed last week. Yes. Bullshit.
No. The
Bullshit.
last one we did was with Alex.
I know, that was 2 weeks
It's been
ago.
a few weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
We missed a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think we missed 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah.
We argue about the dumbest things.
I think Christmas flew by so quickly here. I'll go back and look. We'll fact check this.
Okay, so maybe... No,
Yeah, exactly.
No, well, we missed last week, last Friday. The Friday before that,
And I
or it was
think
a
the week
Thursday
before
before that, it was Mr. Hoover and Danny Morgan were in town.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. So yeah,
Go ahead. We're gonna check this out.
Yeah, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Good to see everybody in the building. As Austin would say, how y'all doing?
Okay, you may be right. We uploaded the last video 13 days ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So we missed 1 week.
We missed.
Okay. I'm sorry. You
Un
know,
semana.
it just seems like, I enjoy this so much, Bryce. It just seems like longer to me.
No, I have. I've missed you so.
So, how was your Christmas?
It was good. You know,
It was good?
I'm the Grinch. I'm not a big fan of Christmas.
I don't believe that.
I really
You
am.
seemed like you were enjoying yourself.
You know, my wife does a really good job at like buying shit and taking care of the kids and all that, and it just stresses me out, man. It's too
My
much.
wife is horrible. at
Really?
that. Yes.
So you have to buy presents and stuff?
I have to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so stressful.
I take that back. She does some, but that's not her strong suit. She does well at so many other things, but Christmas is not her
Really?
strong suit. Yeah.
It's just so, I mean, buying presents for people and thinking about it, it's just too much.
You know, for whatever reason, this was a little less stressful. It's usually like that for me, but this year was a little different. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but
And it's weird to have it in the middle of the week, you know? It's like you go to work one day, you got a couple days off, you go to work a couple days, and then you got the weekend off. It's just a weird vibe this
you
year.
know, with me, I went on the cruise and I went out of town. Where'd I go?
Did you go out of town?
I think I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, we went on a camping trip before that, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
camping
yeah.
trip, the cruise, and then, straight into Christmas. It feels like I've been eating and drinking
That's
for
what else do you do?
30 days straight,
What else do you do?
but I need to stop.
No, you don't. You look good,
I
man.
gotta stop.
Starting to look like
So we're
Santa Claus.
drinking what now? I've got a little Ultra here, a little
Yeah.
light concoction.
Mick Ultra, Topo Chico.
What
Oasis
flavor is
cherry.
it?
Oasis cherry.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
Manly.
It's delicious going down your belly. Like, you can't drink a Mick Ultra and then clown someone for being manly.
You know, it's a little more manly than that. It's
Oh,
written
Jesus.
it's italicized.
You drinking a little tiny skinny can of Mick Ultra, and you're like, yeah, I'm so manly.
It's a tall boy.
I'm so
It's a tall
manly.
boy. It sounds
not-
more manly when you say a tall boy.
That's not a tall boy.
It is.
A
It's a-
tall boy is a bit. This is a tall boy.
It's taller than a normal can, so I'm calling it a tall boy.
Austin, we need verification on this.
I can call
Is
it
a
what
Mick
I want.
Ultra? This is a tall boy.
What is this one called?
A woman's. Yeah, a dainty hand beer.
Okay. I can't hold it with 2 fingers. It's okay.
That's right. That's a slim can. It's like going to a Mexican restaurant and order a skinny margarita.
All right. Okay. I got it. I got it.
You're clowning on me, and
I
then,
got it. I got it. No, there's no hard feelings. I got it.
so we've been doing inventory.
So good Christmas. Yeah, we started end of year inventory, which has
been exciting.
For us, shouldn't be that big of a deal because we're a job shop and we order in material, we make the parts from that material and we ship it out. We don't really inventory a whole lot.
But
However, we have, disregarded this for several years, and it's gotten a little out of hand. So
it adds up quick, and so
We
we just
have
got pallets and pallets of
dumpsters full, multiple dumpsters full of what would be good parts to some people, but not very valuable to us.
just commodity trash that you can go buy for pennies on the dollar, and that's what people do, and no harm, no foul. That's what they do. It's just not our business,
And all of
we
it,
really
all of it
don't-
had some value, but it's
Yeah.
just not very valuable to us. It's more valuable getting it out of the way.
Yeah, it's a pain inventorying it and keep it on the shelf. That's more of a hassle.
So for the first time in many years, we've gone through the entire shop. We've thrown away a lot of material. We've kept what we need, and we're organizing it and getting it sorted, so we'll be more efficient going into 2025.
It's pretty insane how much we've thrown away,
It is. I mean, I think most people would look at us like we're crazy.
and most people do.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
Yeah, it's fine.
Even more
We're
crazy.
used to it. We're used to it. But it makes sense to us.
this is what we do right here. This is what we do.
You picked up some parts from the
make
shop?
parts. Of course I do.
Yeah. What is that?
Parts of the week. So this is what they call.
Let's
all right, ready?
Yeah.
Bend over. No, kidding.
I don't.
This is
I'm
a
ready for that.
It's
you have to
so,
buy me dinner first.
No, I don't.
You do. Yes.
So
I'm not
it's
that kind of guy.
a centering pin. You could call this a threaded taper pin too. I think, right?
That's a great part. Yeah.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is B7 4140 material. A centering pin, 1" 7.
Yeah.
Or one
So it's threaded on one end.
1¼ 7. Inch and a quarter 7.
Has some flats machine there, so you can tighten it, snug it down.
Yep.
And then a tapered angle there, so you can align two components.
It's pretty slick.
Great part.
Yeah. That shipped out.
What material? B7?
B7 4140. Shipped that out, I think, before Christmas.
I love it. I don't think we've ever made a part like that before. We've made taper pins,
Taper
alignment
pins.
pins, and things like that, but threaded on one end. I
Threaded-
don't know that we've done that.
A threaded taper, you're right, but it's a commodity item, right? I mean, you could go to any generic store and buy a threaded taper pin.
Sure.
But this is very special and coarse thread. And
Somebody gives us a drawing, and we go out there and whittle it out of bar.
yep, it's a cool part.
We got some talented guys.
Oh, without a doubt, man.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. That's the great thing is you go out there and you talk to the guys, and they just every time they're like, "Yep, I got this one. I got this one."
Yeah.
So this is for someone that is in another state that is very, very north of us. They called me one day and they wanted a 12 point, a special 4340 12 point with a certain hardness. Okay, fine thread. We haven't done the 12 point here, but we made these parts for them.
Yeah.
And send it up to them. Heat treated it, send it up to them, and they said, the hardness isn't right for us. I want you to remake them. So they gave us another order, and this is the second go around we're making. We sent them out to get heat treated to a even harder hardness, and we're going to ship them back up to them. So it's just a kind of a cool part, like people are playing around doing a little R&D work, and contract us to make them the parts, and they love the parts. It just wasn't hard enough, so we're going to make them again, even harder. So 4340. What do you think that is?
I'm going to say 3/4.
1 inch.
1 inch.
You know fine thread?
16.
12. 1 inch 12, and then they're going to finish that 12 point on the top. Right now they haven't started.
That's going to be a great
working on
part. We'll bring one of those back next week and show the finished product.
43,
That's going to be
40,
nice.
yeah.
That's going to be a nice part. That's just a great example of what we do. Fine thread, specialty size. You've got 12 point, special hardness. Something like that. You're never going to find hardly any of those attributes on the shelf.
Yep.
And we're putting it all together to make a very special part for a good customer.
And we're working with the customer on getting them, they're just working through some things on their end, and we're getting them what they need to solve a problem. So it's just fun. I mean, that's, I think, probably what I enjoy the most out of my job is people call and be like, "Hey, I got this issue. We just shipped some parts today earlier. I was going to grab one of these nuts. We did some castellated nuts for a good refinery here
I've got some
in
pictures
town.
of those. I'm going to put those on LinkedIn.
Yeah, those are some cool parts.
Great.
So we made it per sample.
They weren't normal castellated nuts.
Correct.
They've got 4 slots rather than, I guess, what you would have is 6 slots. Normally.
They were very custom. So they sent a sample up to us, and we made off the sample. And
They look really sharp.
Yeah, those are
That's
cool.
going directly to a refinery, right?
directly to a refinery. My homies. Yep. And then we got the 15.5. You posted that today. Speaking of posting.
What is that going to be? When I saw it, I was impressed by it, but I don't know what it's going to be.
Mija.
I assume it's round nuts.
Mija, what's that 15.5 going to be?
That 10.5 inch diameter bar.
It's gonna be 6-inch nut.
6 inch.
Cylindrical nuts, right?
Yep.
Yeah, round nuts.
Are we doing anything to it, or just drilling, tapping, and then heat treating, right?
Well, we're gonna have wrench flats on it.
Wrench flats. Oh,
That's
that's
not the
right.
one I was doing the drawings on, right? That's different.
Yes, that's
It
it.
is? Okay. Okay.
15.5 H900.
Yeah.
H900. So we gotta send it out to get heat treated. So they're gonna temper it at 900 degrees.
Those are going to be great. I'm not sure if we can lift those in here, but we will try.
Massively.
Yeah,
I mean, that's light work. One hand.
that's true.
Yeah, those are cool parts.
Yeah, we'll
man.
machine a lot of the metal off.
A lot
so
of the metal will be
yeah.
gone. But yeah, so we got that big hunk of metal out there. We got some little. What do you think that is? Number 6.
Probably 1032. 1032.
I think it's a number 6.
Okay. Whatever.
Whatever, right? But
660.
660
Oh,
socket,
yeah.
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 By 2.
I can tell by the color and the smell.
By 2. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
I mean,
those
just
are
how,
hard to machine.
just how
right?
thin, how small a diameter that is.
The length to diameter ratio is not ideal for machining, but we can do it.
And don't judge me because my fingernails are all dirty because we've been doing inventory. But yeah, this is a badass part, man. I mean, we made, I think there was like 120 pieces of those. Yeah. In a bag, ready to rock and roll.
Beautiful parts.
Beautiful parts. Yeah. We had some 718 nuts we were making, but I feel like we talk about 718 all the time.
You know, 718 never gets old though.
It doesn't, man.
It's an aerospace material, generally speaking.
Sour service
and
corrosion.
You know, it's always going into an exciting application like aerospace or something, right?
Yeah, aerospace. I mean, you know, chemical plants use it.
If somebody's specking out 718, they're doing something cool.
Something nasty.
Yeah.
And a lot of, like I said, sour service. You know, so you get into severe service valves.
Yeah. So this is our last podcast for the year, Bryce. Right?
You're right. Yeah. The last podcast of 2024.
So the recap of this year. How would you describe this year?
Man, I'll tell you, this year flew by.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
How would you say relative to what you started out thinking we would do?
You know, I think we put an aggressive goal on the year.
Yeah.
And
we had a goal and then we had a stretch goal.
Yeah. And I think we hit the goal.
Yeah.
And
the stretch goal was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I think we had a chance and then it kind of tapered off at the end. But
yeah.
I think, you know, if you think about it, we added a lot of people this year. We had a lot of equipment this year. We got a new building. Mm-hmm. So this has been
a lot more equipment.
I think if you were to ask me in a couple of years,
we got another sales guy in another territory.
Yeah. If you were to say what year did you grow the most, I think ultimately it was this year because we added so much. Yeah. You know, we've had years where we've doubled sales and all that, but I think this year we've added on. We have more capabilities now than we've ever had, and we're positioned to just dominate.
I think we've got the strongest team we've ever had, no doubt. We've got some really good talent here.
We got a lot of people. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of folks. So there's no reason not to dominate 2025.
Including Austin, when I said that, Austin, especially Austin.
Was he the one that hooted and hollered?
He did.
Or was that Daniel? Hoot, hoot. He's doing hook 'em horns back there. Oh, ATLians.
Or it's
right
hang
there.
loose. It's hang loose. Do you know hang loose and hook 'em horns?
No, that's hang 10.
Loose?
I thought it was hang 10.
What's this? Because that's hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns.
What's that? Oh God, I gotta edit this now.
You say that every week.
It's like,
did you see someone?
We could get through one episode without having to edit it, and it's a pain in the ass to go back and cut all this out and
did you see
splice it back together.
Did you see the comments from last week?
I'm sure I did.
Someone posted on there and said, "Don't ever edit." He said something like that.
Yeah, let her rip.
Yeah, let her rip. No edit, let her rip.
That's funny.
That's good stuff. You don't need to edit, man. That's the great thing about our podcast.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. It's usually because I'm just being lazy and I just want to throw it up there.
Yeah, obviously, because you always say I'm going to put something up here.
Yeah.
Never happens.
But I'm excited going into the next year, man, because I think we're poised to do even better than we did this year.
Do you think it's going to 2025? What's your prediction?
What do you mean, as far as
what
percentage growth?
Yeah, sure. Just tell me what you think the year's going to be.
I bet we do 20% revenue growth.
20% is massive.
And I think we hold on to margin. Yep.
20% is massive.
Yep.
I will kiss you in your mouth if that happens.
Okay. Well, maybe we can come up with some other.
On the podcast.
Come up with some other source of appreciation.
I will tongue kiss you if we grow the business 20%.
Where?
Question. I said on the mouth though. I already committed to the mouth.
How about you kiss Austin on the mouth?
Austin, you in for that? If we grow 20%, I'll kiss you in your mouth.
Oh, on camera?
Tongue kiss you on the mouth.
Austin doesn't even need the sales guy. He'll do it right now.
I was going to do it right now. Get over it.
Come on. He talks a big game, but he won't get over here.
Okay. Before we start going down the wrong trail, let's
Jackson should probably come say what's up. Jackson's never been. I think each one of your.
You want to make an appearance on the podcast?
Jackson is the only one of your kids that hasn't been on the podcast.
That's true. Come say hi.
Emily's been on. Allie's obviously been on. Come on in.
You can come say hi and tell us what you think about our organization here.
Hello. I think the organization is horrible. and I'm glad we're fixing it because it is.
He fits right in.
So he's talking about the inventory, right? The inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's talking about the sales group.
Okay.
He hates everyone here.
Yeah. Especially.
So I will have to agree with him. I think our organization was horrible, but I'm excited going into 2025. It's going to be organized, right?
Yeah, it's a lot better now.
We're going to count. Everything's going to be organized. It's going to be put up, and we're going to keep it that way. Keep it that way.
We have to.
It's going to be wonderful.
If we don't keep it that way, we got to get rid of everybody and start over.
True.
We're going to go back in a 1,200 square foot garage.
I wish we could pan the camera over to Austin right now. He's got his little, who was the golfer?
Payne Stewart.
Yeah, there you go.
Payne Stewart.
Yeah. Payne Stewart.
He wears knickers.
Yeah.
They call those knickers.
Yeah. So I guess Austin's hot, so he's got his little joggers pulled up.
You know, Austin has worked harder today than he's ever worked in his life.
I will agree.
He said he had blisters on his feet.
I think everybody
He
did
was
a good.
sweating.
You see Chavez stepping up?
Yeah,
It's fucking-
Chavez, JB was
Yeah.
all over the place. Danny was out there
Yeah.
playing with the nuts.
Rachel?
Rachel and Jamie, everyone stepped up today, man. It was
Yeah.
a good day.
I love it.
It was a good day. Well done. Chavez wore shorts today. He was showing off them sexy calves.
I know. You know, I'm always clowning on the Texans, and I had no idea he had this tattoo on the back of his calf with the Texans on there.
You
So
should see what he's got on
I
his
thought
rear
I
end.
was just insulting Austin, but no.
Tell Chavez
He's
to
got
pull down
something
his
on his rear
pants.
end?
Oh, yeah.
How about we save that till after we hit the 20% go? So along with that kiss with Bryce and Austin, you can pull your pants down, Chavez, and show us your secret.
I'll get a tramp stamp, a little tramp stamp.
A bullseye.
The Patriot Bowl logo? That'd be awesome. That's the thing we could do. If we hit the goal, everybody gets Patriot Bowl tramp stamps. I know Austin's in on that.
Yeah, Austin, I was going to say, Austin, he already has one.
Okay, we're wrapping it up. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. It was a great year. I actually looked the other day. I think we've had thousands of views this year. Thousands of views.
I will agree, it's picking up. You know, I think we've got, what, like 103 followers now?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But as far as views, it is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
mean,
I think it's a much more difficult endeavor to get people to click the follow button. I think people will watch it in passing.
Yeah.
For at least a few minutes, right? At least a few minutes.
Can you think about that, though? 100 people care enough to...
That's true.
That's pretty crazy.
A little bit of exposure. And if somebody likes it and comments it, then it gets that much more exposure.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah. So who knows? By the end of next year, we see a 20% growth in sales. We could see a 20% growth in our followers.
But I think it starts with the younger generation. So Jackson, you know, he's been busting his ass here. He needs to go spread the love to all his
should
friends. Share it, like it,
And
comment.
get Nick and everybody to follow.
Yeah, all your homies.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm going to tell my kids to do the same thing. I think we grow this thing this year.
Can we depend on you for that?
I'll make flyers, hang up around school.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh yeah, the
Jackson's
Bolton Hose
in.
logo.
Exactly.
I think I'd get sent to
stickers.
the office if I put Bolton hose all over school.
But there's nothing, it's a bolt and a hose. Like, there's nothing inappropriate about that.
Other than the lady in the bikini, maybe that could be frowned upon.
And, you know.
Jesus, editing, I swear.
Jesus.
Jesus.
All right, Happy New Year, all.
All
Thanks
right,
for watching.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Be good.